screen. I know earlier you questioned if you wanted to even touch OBS, but for this exact one source dual format setup, something like that is really what makes it possible. I can guide you step by step through a simple, popular option that a lot of streamers use for this exact thing. Want me to walk you through how to set it up from scratch, nice and slow?
Yes, please.
And hey,
Yeah, go ahead.
yes, so here's the first part. You'll install OBS if you don't already have the latest version. Then add the ADA vertical plugin. That gives you a horizontal and vertical canvas side by side in one project. Add your MacBook screen as a display source, your iPhone camera as a video capture source, and your USB mic.
Where do I get that plugin from?
You know, check. It's on the OBS forums. Grab the Mac installer that matches your current OBS version. Install it, reopen OBS, and you'll see the vertical dock show up. Install it first, then tell me when you're ready, and we'll go through the settings together.
All right, repeat the last thing that you just said.
Sure. I said that gives you a horizontal and vertical canvas side by side in one project. You add your MacBook screen as a display source, your iPhone camera as a video capture source, and your USB mic. Then build a horizontal scene. For the plugin, it's on the OBS forums. Grab the Mac installer that matches your current OBS version. Install it. Reopen OBS, and you'll see the vertical dock show up. Install it, then tell me when you're ready, and we'll go through the settings together.
Nisi, you crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God, you are silly. Oh, how you doing? Oh no. Oh shit. That was too funny. Yo. That was too fucking funny. Oh God. Where's my box of tissue? Oh my. Yo, I better get a screenshot of this shit. Yo, Nisi, that was like funny as fuck. Woo! Oh God, man. Yeah, I needed that one. Mm. She said resistance is futile. Lower your shields. Surrender your ships. How you been? Yo, you are fucking funny. Oh man. Yo, I had to cut my chat GPT off because I had to let that one out. I think holding it in made it even worse. Yo. I'm good. Thank you for that. Yo, thank you. But yo, I've been maybe I do have a problem. Maybe I do have a tech problem. Cause yo, if I tell you the hours that I spent maximizing, like I'm talking about down to the kilobit rate, um, like because I'm trying to do so much from just a 5G hotspot. Um, believe it or not, all of this shit is connected. I, I'm streaming like let's count the devices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 devices through a Verizon 5G hotspot that's only getting 2 bars. Yo, are you working with a Mac or Windows system? How does it sound? How's my audio levels? Windows, okay. Um, that could be a good thing, or I'm not gonna say good thing or bad thing. But as far as ease of use, or ease of putting it together, Apple makes a lot of it easy. When you have devices, they seem to link together seamlessly, but they don't play well with other softwares. So when you have a Windows machine, and then you're using either iPhone or Android peripherals, uh, with the right combination of Android apps, you can do a lot of shit. Yo, I used to be team Android since it dropped. Like I was anti iPhone for a long time. I never got my first iPhone, I think, until the 13, or maybe it was the 15. Anyway, I did that because, like, I broke my phone and they made it easy for me to get one. But I didn't realize the trap off. Like, once you go with an iPhone, uh, the way their ecosystem works, they almost force you to get a MacBook if you want to stay productive. So I ended up getting one MacBook. And then they don't play well with tablets. So you've got to get an iPad. And it's just crazy. But they get you tied into their ecosystem with their peripherals and their apps. And as long as you stay within there, you can play nice. But if they ain't got it and I try to go outside and get it, they gonna make me fucking sweat. They gonna make me fucking cuss their ass out is what they gonna do. Because I threatened more than once to go back to an Android system. And I knew that they utilized like brainwashing tactics in their marketing and everything. You know, they were saying they were like the first touch screen, blah blah blah. But tell you the truth, that was a lie because I had a touch screen like probably a year and a half before iPhone ever came out, and it was actually a Windows phone. It used Pocket. It was called a Pocket PC. Um, it was the Verizon XV6700. Had the slide up screen, fucking tactical keypad. Um, had a stylus. The screen was touch screen. You could add apps, and I hacked that motherfucker back then and turned it into a, a mobile internet hotspot. And this was like in 2000, let's say 3 or 2004. And it was illegal. It was actually illegal to use your phone's internet and connect it to your laptop to, get internet access. Um, but people were doing it anyway. So then they started charging like a $15 service. But I never paid for it. I just hacked it. And they used to threaten like, oh, if we catch you, we'll, cut off your service and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, anyway, long story short, Apple has always been kind of behind the curve on shit. But maybe we can get together. And I'll help you get that, get your stream set up. All right, let's see. And see, also, I'm working with like the bare minimum as far as power is concerned. Oh shit, my dog's coming. All right. Let me go get Bootsy. And probably some more coffee too. Let me. I'm gonna get some music on, maybe.
Second half of this year is all about the transition from personal agent into creating a team of agents for an individual, and then eventually a multiplayer experience where you have many humans interacting with many agents with a common goal.
Why not? You could really be on the beach.
And there you have it.
Right.
This was an agent native update. We talked about GPT messages. We talked about Grokbot. We talked about Claude updates.
Definitely get more views.
Super app platforms, and we talked about a new super app being implemented into Slack. We covered a lot today. Thank you guys so much.
All you got to do is just
subscribe, please like, we'll see you here for the
get your pair of those TikTok pants and do like some live workout. Some live workout sessions. Yeah. boots. He looking at me like, nigga, come get me. It's hot outside. Yeah, the TikTok pants. You know, them things that they got like those designs in it. And I swear those things are like specifically crafted to like hypnotize a nigga. Cause and you be like, yeah, it's some mind trickery going on. Cause without the pants, don't be none of that. Oh, well, maybe my views are. You said, why your ass don't need those, Nisi? Every woman's ass needs some TikTok pants. You feels me, deals me, figure deals me. Y'all gotta excuse the mess. Yo, the setup in the Nebuchadnezzar, that motherfucker is gonna be nice. You think this shit look like some Star Trek shit? It's really gonna be like the Nebuchadnezzar. Nothing but computer screens and wires and shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got one stuck in this window. And yo, the summertime is probably about to be over. Like soon come to an end. Yo, see what I was trying to do, right? Okay. Wait a minute. I was all right. I gotta stay focused. All right. What I'm trying to stream vertical and horizontal at the same time. But I was trying to do it through and trying to share my screen. But I was trying to do all of that through YouTube Studio, and I don't think it's going to allow me. So I'm going to have to try to do it in OBS. But if I do that, if I do that, then that means I might have to end the stream. I don't know. See, like I was saying, the way Apple makes it easy to connect your devices. I've got the iPad hooked to the MacBook, and I can use it two different ways. I can use it either as the iPad, using the iPad operating system, or I can use it as an external monitor or second monitor for the MacBook. And that has its benefits. Okay. Now I'm trying to get my screen share going. Yeah, I'm trying to get the screen share. In the camera. And instead of running my webcam to get a talking head, I'll record the talking head from the MacBook, from the Pro, and have it visible. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what the fuck's going on. First of all, why ain't my shit popping up? Why ain't my shit popping up? Hey Nisi, I got a question for you, Nisi. How do you say Saturn? Do you say Saturn or do you say Saturn? Did you understand the question? Or did you cause that shit just it makes me laugh. I don't know why. When I hear people pronounce any word that has RN at the end of it, yes, Saturn. I laugh so hard on the inside when I hear somebody say Saturn. Like, or they'll say instead of pattern, they'll say pattern. Okay, if it was pronounced that way, if I say I'm gonna turn left or I'm gonna turn left, or you know, if somebody's cremated, do you put them in an urn or do you put them in a urine? Urine. It, you know what I'm saying? Like pattern. What the fuck? Pattern. I don't know. It's just the small things. The pattern. The Saturn. Yo, I'm realizing that there's really, really, really more people than I've ever realized they can't read. I'm talking like cannot read. I didn't say comprehend what they read. I'm talking about read. Oh, I swear, yo, I don't know. I I just find it very amazing. Okay, I'm gonna get some sounds going here in a minute, but I'm trying to check this. I'm trying to see why my screen ain't sharing. Yes, it is. And you know what, Nisi? It's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. AI is, oh, it's gonna kill it. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm doing too much on the 5G. Because this motherfucker is not even trying to let me pull this thing up. Hold up. I wonder. I probably can. See, I got a hotspot on my tablet I could use. You right. You right. They'll just take AI word for it. That's why I've been trying to tell people, learn AI. And easy. How long I've been saying that shit? I've been saying it too long, like probably 3 years now. Not so you can be out here, just some tech wizard, creating apps and the next Facebook and shit. No, so you will know what the fuck is going on. That's why. So you will know what the fuck is going on. Motherfuckers be listening to some shit and don't even know. AI generated video. Yes. it's and when it's used as a tool, it can give certain people superpowers. But you have to know how to use it as a tool. I've had to put my AI in check a couple of times. This shit's getting scary, actually. But hey, it is what it is. Nisi, I appreciate you, sister. I I really do. Be back. Get my coffee. All right. It's not sharing my screen. Come on. I know I got at least 1,000 kilobits to go. Know I got a little bit of wiggle room in my bandwidth. Come on. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. Oh shit! I already got two connected. How? Well, if I got two connected on there, then what the fuck is connected to the phone? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. This thing is trying to move super slow. Cut this shit out. Bam. Put on some of mine. ADHD music. Get me focused. Okay, yeah, saying the reason why I'm trying to go live vertically and horizontally is because whenever you go live, YouTube uh, broadcasts you to, you know, people, whoever they feel like in your algorithm stream. But they only promote the vertical videos, the vertical lives. They don't promote the horizontals. So if I'm just going live horizontally, I'm not getting a boost. And since I've been live horizontally, coming up on 36 minutes now, I don't think I've had any more than 2 people in here. Whereas if I was vertical, where they promote it, there would be, as people are scrolling, it would pop up in their feed and they can jump in or jump out, jump in or jump out. So that's the next step. And I think the only way that I'll be able to do that is I can't go live through YouTube Studio. I'm going to have to use software called OBS. And OBS for the MacBook that I have, it slows it down. It's, OBS is pretty RAM intensive, and it tends to slow down my machine. But there are ways to fine tune it. I can close windows in my computer, and that's the reason why I have 2 computers, because if leaving open a lot of tabs is going to cause my computer to run slow, I can have a majority of those tabs open on my second machine, making my main workstation work fast. And then because they're both MacBooks, if I ever have to share any files, it's good to, it's just easy. I can share files from MacBook to MacBook easy. I can, like if I've got a Chrome browser pulled up on this MacBook, that Chrome browser will pop up in my taskbar on my other MacBook. So I can just OBS is I don't know. I haven't used it that much. But it's like some professional grade shit. I've played around with it a little bit. I've played around with it enough to know that it slows my computer the fuck down. That's why I haven't used it more than I have already. I'm waiting on Elon Musk to start giving away like free satellites for a Starlink subscription, then I'm gonna get a Starlink. It's gotta be coming. I just feel like it is. I feel like the second I drop $400 on a fucking little mini dish, that motherfucker is gonna. Same thing happened back when Dish Network and what was the other name, the other rival company? I don't know. Anyway, this was back in I think it might have been like the late 90s when those little satellites started being sold, and you had to pay like $200 for the dish, and then you know you could get your TV and internet. As soon as I bought that motherfucker, it wasn't probably a year later, they started giving out those dishes like for free. Like, here, get you a dish. Now you see those dishes on top of every fucking house, and nobody ever uses them except me. I've still got one. Well, my father has one. You wasn't impressed with Starlink. That might be I know some areas are better than others. Um and then Elon, he be doing some old funny shit with other countries too. Like, this motherfucker, he can throttle a country's internet speeds. Like, he can cut them on, cut them off. They've been using Starlink over there in the wars, and Elon Musk with just like the press of a button can control the internet in places. You're not the first person that I've heard say that they weren't satisfied with Starlink. Well, I was gonna play some music, but I keep seeing some real interesting YouTube videos I'm gonna have to click on because I gotta get my technology fix. Gotta have it. I am bored. Resistance is futile. smack the shit out of Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk did look like a little bitch ass motherfucker though. He looked like an old police ass. I guess he looked like the police because he ended up doing, what was that? Unsolved Mysteries? Yeah. Trekkie nerd. Yo, I love it, Niecy. Yo, that shit made me fucking laugh so fucking hard. Only a Trekkie nerd could have said that shit. Oh shit. Oh man, this shit make me think of like 1998 and the 14.4K modem. What you know about that, Niecy? Click on one picture. One picture. It would take this long to load. Watching porn was rough. Yeah, dial-up. That's what I'm saying. The 14.4K modem. That was like the first model modem that came out. Super slow.
Gemini 4. We already have proof that it's being tested internally. It already finished pre-training as far as we can tell. And it's going to be released soon. At the same time, people are losing their minds over the Ox Alpha model, which is a stealth model that's being tested right now. What lab could that be? Gemini 4? Could it be?
See how my prop glasses look.
Chinese model, or could this be the first
Resistance is futile.
SSI safe superintelligence, according to Gavin Baker on a podcast he was interviewing. He's saying that SSI, that's his company, they say that they're going to come out with their model in August, like this month. Now, here's the thing: the Ox Alpha model is probably not one of the.
Come on, let's back that up.
But the point is, we're going to be.
Let's back that up, Wes Roth.
Seeing the release of.
Yo.
Right, so
if you ever want to get caught up on AI and just stay up to date on the latest developments, probably I'd say top 3, maybe number 1, a guy named Wes Roth, WESROTH. He's that dude. He is that dude.
In the near future, we're likely going to be seeing the release of Gemini 4. We already have proof that it's being tested internally. It already finished pre-training as far as we can tell, and it's going to be released soon. At the same time, people are losing their minds over the Ox Alpha model. Well, it's being tested right now. Nobody knows what lab it is. Could that be Gemini 4? Could it be a Chinese model? Or could this be the first model released by Ilya Sutskever from SSI, Say Superintelligence? According to Gavin Baker on a podcast he was interviewed, he's saying that SSI, that's Ilya's company, they say that they're going to come out with their model in August, like this month. Now, here's the thing, the Ox Alpha model is probably not one of the Western models. But the point is, we're going to be seeing the release of a lot of huge models that are on what we have right now. Of course, don't forget, OpenAI will soon hopefully be releasing their Astra model. This is that Mythos level model from OpenAI. Some of them are expected to drop sometime in October, maybe November, but the point is this. Between now and the end of the year, these models will be released to the general public unless something major changes. And of course, we've crossed a certain red line with, I think most would say, with Mythos 5. Mythos 5 was the first model where an AI lab said, we're not releasing it, it's too dangerous. Now, I know there's some people still out there that think this is just marketing, and that these models pose an actual threat. Here's a counterpoint. This is at CNBC.com. I was trying to make it dark mode, and it just wouldn't go dark mode, so this is grayscale, the best I can make it. The US, specifically the NSA, they're warning that certain bad actors will be and are currently attempting to hack the US energy and water supply. NSA and FBI warns of hackers using AI-generated tools and attacks on critical infrastructure and technology. So these are all the kind of major agency of the US. The whole alphabet soup is there: CISA, FBI, NSA, DOE, EPA. In a joint advisory that was created 2 days are saying this, quote, "This is not a theoretical risk, it's an active threat." Meanwhile, you might see a breaking story as of today, August 22nd, from Telegram, where Iranian hackers shut down a UK power plant for 4 days. It's fair to say that this is probably the most successful cyber attack against the UK to date, mainly because there's nothing close to compare it to. So just to be clear, there's no, as far as I can tell, reading the publication so far, so this is a breaking story, but nowhere in there did I see them say anything connecting AI to this. So of course, you're free to believe what you want. But in my book, we've seen some never before seen hacks and attacks in cybersecurity against hardware, Bitcoin wallets, 20-year-old glitches and bugs and vulnerabilities discovered in very well-known and tested code bases. The statement from NSA and FBI, so they explicitly say that they are not sure whether it's Iran-linked or not. And in their statement, that joint advisory statement, they do say that attackers are using AI to generate Python exploitation scripts, and that these are built on open source Python libraries. The agencies say that, quote, "This represents an evolution in threat actor capabilities, dramatically reducing the technical expertise and time required to be able to conduct cyber attacks such as these." So I'll leave it up to you to decide if you believe that AI was involved in that UK attack or not. If you don't think AI was involved, I got a power plant to sell you. Okay, so I kind of reported the facts, and I was careful to not overstate them. But here, let me just say what I believe is happening. This isn't my opinion, but let me kind of for these cyber capabilities. Some of the stuff that's been released since then, as well as the Chinese distillations of those models, they are also dangerous. And again, these are not hypothetical threats. These are active threats. People are getting hacked right now. 100 million in Bitcoin lost. A power plant shut down. Again, I'm assuming it's AI is involved in one way or another. And like the NSA and the FBI saying, really smart people that knew what they were doing in cybersecurity to conduct these operations. Smart people know what they're doing in cybersecurity, are very well paid, and usually won't engage in these sort of shenanigans. You know, for the most part, unless they're state-backed and therefore getting paid very well to do this without, threat of some criminal persecution. But my point is there's a limited amount of people, humans, and how been on this, to be able to do these cyber attacks. These new models that are being released, they change the situation completely. If you look at the chart of who uses the most tokens, so who uses AI models the most, actually, the thinking, the processing, the tokens, it's not humans. At this point, AI agents are using a lot more tokens. Tokens, that chart just goes up and up. And likely a lot of these agents are crawling all sorts of different databases and trying to find these vulnerabilities. That NSA/FBI specifically, what they flagged was an internet-exposed Siemens S7 PLCs. They're industrial computers mainly used for automating manufacturing, for power plants, for various infrastructure, things like that. So basically, some people out there are using AI models to find vulnerabilities in these chips that are exposed to the internet, that are used for power plants and manufacturing plants, water plants, all sorts of industry all across the world. One interesting thing that stood out to me in the NSA report is they describe this as persistent reconnaissance. So with the NSA and the FBI, they're not saying that there's this wave of attacks. They're not saying that. The thing that they've discovered, the thing that they're worried about, is these AI agents are just crawling all over the place, every single code base, looking for ways in. They're not hacking. They're just constantly going through every code base they can with a fine-tooth comb, trying to find some vulnerability. And we know they're finding it. We know that they're finding them at scale, because a lot of the quote-unquote good guys are doing the same thing. They're reporting all this stuff that we're finding. So there's tons of holes in these code bases all over the place. So a lot of people think that, so what was the big deal? Human engineers could already find these issues. This is the thing they're missing. Yeah, maybe and surely they can find those issues. Perhaps even a competent intern, pointed in the right direction, could find these issues. But never before in the history of the world could we get, agents that can work 24 hours a day, that can be cloaked infinitely, to continuously go through and find these exploits. So when the quote-unquote big one hits, it might not be just one, it might be multiple ones across different industries, and a wave of attacks like this could be extremely stabilizing. If a bunch of banks and financial institutions all get hit in rapid succession, that could trigger potentially a sell-off. The power grid going down across a wide enough area could cause all sorts of issues of its own. So the big point here is be careful. We should all take cybersecurity a lot more seriously than we did before. And I think chances are that there's going to be a lot more of an overlap between kind of the government and the big tech institutions and the big financial institutions, and every industry, organization, everything is going to be pulled in closer around this subject of AI. Talking about this for quite some time. AI will overlap with everything. It will, eat the world. It will disrupt everything. So the people that are saying that all this is just PR stunts and marketing for the AI Frontier Lab, listen to those people. This wave is coming, and it's going to be bumpy for a while. And that's why these new model releases are so interesting to watch. They are very relevant. And let's start with Gemini 4. One thing that I talked about a number of months ago, one thing that I felt was a little bit weird was that at Google DeepMind Hassabis on board the whole RSI train. So while Anthropic and OpenAI, XAI, everybody else, they're kind of trying to get their models to be as good at coding and agentic capabilities. And of course, the reason we think why they're doing that is to be able to get to RSI, recursive self-improvement, to basically get these models to start working on progressing AI forward, on automating AI research. And it kind of seemed clear that a lot of the AI labs, they were trying to move toward this. Of course, Leopold Aschenbrenner and the intelligence explosion, that blog post kind of really detailed that whole process. By the way, he was also one of the first people to really predict, I think, what's happening now. Now, of course, recently he completely wrecked his fund, which was just flying sky high and getting insane results because he was betting on his thesis and he was just killing it. Apparently, Ken Griffin, the founder of Citadel, if you've seen that movie, Got Money, that kind of portrayed that whole GameStop of 2020, 2021, whatever that was. That guy ended up buying most of his funds for, discounted rates, and maybe even had a role to play in the downfall of situational intelligence, which was Leopold Aschenbrenner's fund. I wish I did a whole video about that at the time it was happening, because that whole thing is just wild, man. But the point is, Leopold Ashenbrenner kind of predicted a lot of the stuff that was happening until now. I think a lot of people are going to dismiss that he is now the CEO of the fund. But the reason he blew up the fund is leveraged like 4x. So that means if you have a fund with actually, 25%, that means you're just completely wiped out.
Actually, it's music to a tech nerd.
I just realized that with passive attention, the point is, Demis Hassabis wasn't aboard the R-Side train. That's what I was talking about like half an hour ago. For some reason, it didn't seem like Demis believed in this idea of scaling up to superintelligence or AGI as AGI through just a focus on these coding models.
This dude right here,
world models, he believed in a different approach from what the other labs were focused on. So, of course, as you know, he's out. So, Demis is
I'm gonna start making some AI music. I'm gonna be like, yo, listen to this and create me some beats just like it. Bam, instant, just like that. Well, actually, I know, don't they? Actually. All right.
Until this morning, I thought marijuana was something.
All right, let me just cut this tab out because that thing's kind of got things moving kind of slow. Hey, Nisi, guess what? I got somebody that's hijacking my time today. And I just really don't want to be bothered. But I've already made the commitment. So being a man of my word, I think I'm just gonna have to just do it. Man. What that means, they have something to do, but they really don't know. Basically, somebody needs to go somewhere, and they've never been, and they're like, they don't know how to drive on the highway, and like scared of traffic type shit. But their little nephew, or no, grandbaby actually has surgery in the morning, and I'm the person that's gonna drive, and you know, and I've just gotta involve myself in a whole lot of shit that I probably really would rather not. But you know, sometimes I put my foot in my mouth, and that's what happened. So I'm tied to it. Is what it is. Man. Yeah, it's a woman. And some people are so freaking dramatic. I mean, the kid is getting a tooth taken out. You would think the kid's going to have open heart surgery. He's talking about going to get an Airbnb and stay for 2 days, and man, give me a fishing line and a door, and I'll tie that little fishing line around that little tooth. Tell him to close his eyes and slam the door. Tooth out. Bam. Like that. I mean, maybe I'm old school, but man, they doing all this shit because this little nigga about to go get a tooth pulled. Even went to church and prayed over him today. I said, oh, I was done. When I heard that, oh man. What? Yo, I cannot fucking make this shit up. Oh man. Yeah, so that shit's crazy. I think sometimes I feel like I'm I'm an alien. Definitely feel like an alien at times. Or either on the other end of the matrix. One of the two. Excuse me. Alright. Why won't it let me share my screen? I don't even know why. Why? I'm gonna share my entire screen. I'm gonna share the entire screen. I want to share the entire screen. Okay. It says that it's sharing it, but I don't see it sharing it. is this shit not fucking pulling up?
This is just conscious. You get the point that every 5 minutes, you just notice your breath at least for 20 seconds. Concern whether you're going to be breathing or not. This is not a concern whether you're going to be breathing or not. This is just conscious. You get the point that every 5 minutes.
Includes binaural beats with a machine and number of moves increase focus and concentration of playing patterns based on ear. Increasing levels
it was doing it earlier. I don't even know why it's not fucking working now. I don't know what's going on.
Just different. What do you think when carrying marijuana around in your pocket? You know what I'm talking about. These were in your coat pocket and Jim says they're marijuana. No wonder you can't open your eyes. What do you expect doping yourself up with this rum? You don't even know what you're talking about. What do you know about pot?
What do you know about pot?
Until this morning, I thought marijuana was something to read about in the newspapers, not find in my own home. Now, you wash your face. Come downstairs as fast as you can. Now, Father wants to talk to you.
the kid she hangs around with one class, don't you think she has to try it?
When it comes to something funny, simply grab it.
Aha! Now I got it working.
I pushed the manic button. Why wouldn't I? Does he not want to give her try marijuana? No. Anything about it, automatically it's got to be worse than drinking.
I got it done. I'm streaming 5 devices on a 5G hotspot. It's got a talking head being recorded.
This all happened this morning.
Well, I was peacefully sleeping. Let me tell you, I sure woke up in a hurry when I saw one hat in your hand.
Damn music. Looking at damn music. This fucking bullshit. You still there, Nisi? I've got my ultimate setup. I think I've got it dialed in. It seems to be running pretty. Testing, 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 testing. Can you tell me if is it choppy? How's the sound? See, basically the system that I'm trying to set up is I want to be able to show my computer screen, which I'm doing right now, the interactive contractor AI demo, which is a website I've been working on. And then I've got the camera behind that of like a talking head. I've got this right here. And then if I do decide to use parts of this live recording, in short form, being able to stream horizontal and live. So that means I gotta I already know. All to a halt. A complete halt. Man. And I was telling y'all earlier about my time being hijacked. See, I know right now, like, after all this work, I'm getting ready to have to stop doing what I'm doing to start getting ready for some other bull. That shit's got me pissed off. So pissed off, I'm about to eat a melted Reese's cup. I know I'm scared of what this thing's gonna look like. This is impossible. I'm about to get fucking pissed. Yo, I have exactly no idea what my camera is doing. It's like one of those. Just trying to keep me in the center. Keep me in the center, dude. Oh, that's really cool. It's trying to follow me. Come on. All right, that's a new little feature I just figured out. I don't know if I like it, but it's nice to know. All right, let me change that. I don't know if I'm feeling that Zoom shit. Yeah. Let's keep it on something a little regular. A little regular. Oh man. Oh. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this stream. I might be back on. All right, I'm gone, y'all. I've gotta go do some shit that I don't want to fucking do.